It's been quite the week. Try and keep this brief. So what happened? If you saw the last vlog, Linda and I were super excited, super stoked that we were heading off to Montreal. We were going to spend a night in Montreal. We were going to go see Spiritualized, one of the bands that were, and still are, unfortunately, on our bucket list of groups that we want to see. What happened? Let's keep this short. Sunday night, either food poisoning or a severe bout of the flu. Profuse vomiting, other stuff. All in all, I was in bed for 4 days and lost about 5 to 6 pounds over those 4 days. And going into that flu, I weighed 144 pounds. Coming out of that flu, I was down to 138. Still a little raspy and certainly not at my best. Yeah, it's been a week. Linda has been a trooper. She certainly took care of me, and I needed taking care of because I'm a guy and I was sick. I needed to get better. I needed to get better pretty quick because I'm heading to Arizona tomorrow morning for 4 days. And I couldn't cancel that trip. Business. So what's the plan du jour? Come on, let's go for a ride. So let's just be clear. I have zero expectations of the ride today. I'm just so happy to be out on the bike. It's not a bad day. It's probably about 13 degrees. Similar to last weekend, maybe a little bit cooler, a little bit windier. But tomorrow, again, when I'm in Arizona, I think the week's highs are in the 40s. So what is that? 100? Yeah, that's gonna be 100 Fahrenheit. That's gonna be it's gonna be hot. Is this the right thing to do after spending 4 days in bed with a superbug? I think so. Tell me what you think. You know, did I lose some fitness over those 4 days? Probably. Was I thinking about it? No, not really. I'm thinking about it now, but I certainly wasn't thinking about it then. It was more a question of, am I gonna make it? The one thing I really didn't need to do is lose those 5 to 6 pounds. And this is gonna sound super vain, but why is it when you do lose weight because of a flu, and I've been there before, and I'm sure you have as well, you never lose it from the areas that you want to lose it? How come I didn't lose it from my love handles or my belly? Oh no, you lose it from like your shoulders and your face and your ears. Maybe I dropped a pound or 2 from my schnecker. Oh, vanity. Status update. Totally impressed that I'm even on a bike. Start of the week when I was certainly going through the throes of that virus. I even think I said a few prayers to the Almighty to pull me out of that. So hopefully she heard me. I think she did. 12K in, pushing into a headwind, which is just fine with me right now because you know what that means. The old tailwind on the way back. Again, on my loss of fitness, sure. But you know what? I've actually written off the next couple of weeks for gaining any fitness. This is not the season to be gaining fitness, unless you're doing cyclocross. I'm not. I'd like to maintain fitness, but with a trip coming up next week, I'm gone all week. I'll get to that in a second. And also, I'm back for a little bit, and then Linda and I are heading to Europe. My European viewers, looking forward to seeing you, especially my Spanish friends. What am I riding today? Let's have a look. So I broke out the felt. I think I've called this my gravel bike in the past. So for traditional gravel riders with very specific gravel bikes, do you get offended when I call this my gravel bike? because really it's not. It's a cross bike. It is a felt F3X. It can only really accommodate probably a 35mm tire, because again, it's not specifically designed for gravel. But have I ridden it on gravel? Hell yeah. Have I enjoyed riding it on gravel? Hell yeah. But it's not a gravel bike. The other thing about recovering from a superbug is your appetite. We've all been there. You lose your appetite. I couldn't eat one cracker, and the thought of it, I think I took a bite, there was half left. It could have been a 12-inch pizza in my mind. I was like, there's no way I'm going to finish that. But it's tough because you know you're depleted, and you know you've lost a lot of essential nutrients, and you need those back in your body in order for your body to fight whatever the hell is going on. You're stuck between a rock and a hard place. So slowly but slowly, a lot of liquids, right? What is it? Feed a cold, starve a flu. But then you start to crave weird things. Salt, a lot of salt. And I think that's why chicken noodle soup is so important when you're recovering from the flu. So yeah, I really don't want to take it too hard today, because I'm still trying to build up my stores of energy. I'm 25K in. I think I'm going to turn it around and start heading back. Now, it's not like I'm doing nothing in Arizona vis-a-vis fitness. And I mentioned this in a vlog a few back. There is an organized corporate mountain biking event on the Tuesday afternoon. Free time. But this is a corporate organized event, which means I'll probably spend more time signing waivers and indemnification forms than I will actually riding the bike. I've also been to some where they drive you to the top of a hill and then let you go down the hill, pick you up at the bottom, give you a beer, pat you on the back, job well done. Turned out to be a cracker jack of a day. It's really quite warm here. Made it home. Feeling pretty good. Fingers crossed. I'm on the road into recovery. It's weird, I typically get sick after a trip. You know, you're on the plane, the air is shit, you're drinking a lot, you're eating foods that you don't normally eat at these conferences. You come back and sure enough your immune system is compromised, and you end up with a cold or something, or COVID. So it's rare. Get sick before I go. So God only knows what I'm going to be like when I come back. But I better be good, because Linda will get cross with me, because we got to get on another plane and head to Europe. Have a great week, people. I'll see you next weekend. Take care.